welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 9th of September 2024 and this is episode number 194, all of fours. Anywhere you can find me will be down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today will also be down in the description box. Right, okay, what a week, eh? If anybody that follows me on Facebook and Instagram, you'll already know this. But on Thursday, I was up here in the little workroom, happily cutting away at my at the poppy bags, when all of a sudden you lose concentration. Yeah, your mind goes somewhere else, and yeah, the old rotary cutter decided to take the snip of the tip of just the tip and the top of the nail of one of my fingers. Oh dear me, I phoned up Glenn because he was at work, and I said to him, I can't believe it, you know, I taught patchwork and quilting. I have taught the safety of the rotary cutter and everything, but you know what I mean, it's easily done. It is easily done. It just went across the ruler. I just went like that rather than like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, so there hasn't been a lot of craftings done since then, but there was done some before then. I did manage to come back up in the room on Friday and did a little more on the sewing on the bags, so I'm really hoping that they're all going to be done soon. I really am. But anyway, so it has been a bit of an eventful week, end of the week. It's a bit painful still, but I've left you know, anything off it to let the air get to it now and just let it heal. It's the way you gotta go, innit? As you can see, it's sunny today. Well, sunny but cloudy, so it goes over quickly. At the end of the video, you are going to see a clip of the garden because the sunflowers are out really a lot. And also this morning we picked our first pumpkin, but I was originally going to put everything on picking the pumpkin, preparing the pumpkin, and then baking the pumpkin loaves all at the end of this video. But I'm thinking what I'll do is I will put it as a separate video and then open up a new playlist for baking. So then, you know, you can just go there and get the recipes that I use and so on. So that won't be up today, but it will be up definitely this week. So I just think that'd be better if I do it that way. So yeah, so this morning we picked the first pumpkin. Glenn has cut it and we've baked it in the oven, and yeah, and we've got the time in and done all this for you, as I say. And then there is another process, and then it is obviously getting to the baking. So it'll all be brought in one video one day this week. I don't know when, but it will be a separate video this week. Right then, so I think we should hop right into basically what's been going on craft wise. I do have some naughties, and I have quite a big naughty. I did treat myself. I don't normally treat myself to things this big, but I just think it's going to be so handy for me up here in the workroom. I have a finish. I have progress on my cross stitch and on the socks that I'm knitting, but obviously I haven't been able to continue those. I thought I'd have got them finished, but I haven't been able to. Anyway, that's enough of the finger incident. Silly woman. Right then, so first of all we're going to go into the crochet and into the finish. So at the end there is going to be the Little Workroom Craft catwalk. We'll be back this week. And I finished my Granny Go Round cardigan by Iron Lamb. I absolutely love it. I have done it in my all-time favourite Homebargains yarn. Hang on, is that a bit glary? Let me see if I can draw. Hang on, draw the curtains. Turn the light on. Hang on. Oh, that's better. It's not so glary now, is it? Now you'll be able to see it. Right then, so here it is, all in its glory. I did change the sleeve a bit because Well, on the pattern, you just go straight down and put a cuff on, which is quite a baggy sleeve then at the bottom, and I didn't like that. So I did some decreasing and then put the cuff on so it goes in like a sleeve. As you know, I don't put buttons on because I never do them up, so I don't see the point. So I am just so pleased with this. So it is in the Homebargains double knit yarn, colour white. And I just thought that would be ideal to go with anything really. So yeah, you'll be seeing that at the end of the video. So I'll put that over there. So last night, because I hadn't been able to do anything, I did pick up my hook, and with the leftovers of the autumn blanket I've just finished, I thought about, didn't I, doing one of those with the leftovers. Well, I've weighed all the yarn and there weren't enough. So yeah, a bit fed up with that really. But I've just had a thought actually. Hang on. I'll be back in a minute. I'll just pause you. Back. I was wondering, because you know I love this book. I've crocheted a lot out of this book, which is the Sundance by West Yorkshire Spinners. Obviously, I just use whatever double knit I have. And wonder if I've got... No, I doubt it if I will have. No, I won't have. I was going to say, wonder if I had enough to do a top. So there was another top in here actually. That one. I might see if I got enough to do that one. Yeah, I don't know, because obviously a cardigan you do need a little more with the sleeves and everything. So I have written down the amount of yarn I have got. Ooh. So I might work that out and see what I need. Because these have definitely overdone it, because every one that I've made of these I have had tons of yarn left over. So yeah, I might do that, see if I can. Right, so leave that with me and I might see what I can do. Right then, okay, beans we run to yarn, let's go over to the knitting. And as you know, I am doing these. Someone has asked me to do a pair of socks. So I have done the leg on that one. And then obviously I come to a standstill where I have got nearly the leg done on that one. And I'm trying to match them as best I can. I ain't got it too bad actually, have I? No, I'm quite happy with that actually. Now I've put them side by side. So, yep, they are coming along. That's how I was hoping to get those finished. And then the cross stitch. I've got my first pumpkin on the cross stitch. I am so happy. It looks pretty smart if I say so myself. So this is the one that's printed on the Ada, and this is my first pumpkin here. It took some maths to work it all out, but I got there. So I'll do a different pumpkin shape here, and then I'll pile them up here before I put all the sunflowers and stuff. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And this is the Lori Holt pumpkins for sale. As you know, hers is landscape and I'm doing mine portrait, so I'm messing around a bit with all where I'm going to put stuff. So this was the first pumpkin I have done, so I'm thinking of doing this one, or this one on the other side. So yeah, I am really enjoying this. So I got that one done. As I say, and that's basically the crafting, I'm afraid. So do apologise about that. But you know, it's surprising really when your tip of your finger gets thingied. Anyway, right then, so next we are going to go into the naughties. Now the past 2-3 months I have been collecting fabrics, Lori Holt fabrics, because I have got a quilt in mind in my head that I'm going to do. And as you know, it first started with the charm pack, her autumn charm pack that she launched this year. Then I got, a while later, I got these two, which is in her autumn collection for background. And as I say, I've been collecting them. So I've got 2 more backgrounds. So I'll have 4 now. So I should have enough there. And then when it comes to the, because obviously it's going to have pumpkins. So there's these oranges, all different tones of oranges. And I got a bit of green for the stems and, I don't know, sashing or border. And this is also going to be for the sashing. And what I'm going to do is what I've got in my head. Don't know if it'll work. I haven't got a clue. But I'm going to give it a go. Out of her happiness, Scrappiness is Happiness book, there is, and I've got a, I'll just show you here, which is the Twinkle Twinkle Scrappy Star block, which is this block here, which if I hold that over, there, that's it, which looks like that. And then I am, so which I can get out of the charm pack, and obviously a variety of the background fabrics. And then in between, because these finished are a 8.5, is it? I'm sure I read it somewhere. Yeah, it's an 8.5 inch finished block. Then say, I don't know if it's in between or every now and again, I thought I would do just a plain background with a couple of, with pumpkin on it to break it up. So as you know, she does the interfacing applique technique, don't she? Which I will say, I have been doing that for a long time, because I'm a big fan of Elinor Burns, and she's done that for years. And you know, I love Laurie Holt, as you know. I love her products, I love her bits, but obviously over here it's a lot more expensive to get your hands on, because it has to be, you know, shipped over and so on. So she has a autumn pack which has got pumpkins in it to do the technique, because I already had in stash some lightweight interfacing sewing. And I looked on eBay, and this was a little place in Ipswich, and a little shop, and I can't remember, I'm sorry, I can't remember where I got it from, but EZ Quilting is doing a pumpkin template. So this is the little template. So that's your stalk, and then you've got 3 pieces. That's your centre and your either side. But you can make it, you know, as wide as you want or as narrow as you want, basically. And it, yeah, because this one here, if you see, has got more in it. And this cost me, it was postage free, and it was £2 something. As you know, as you see, I haven't tried it yet, but that is, I thought, because I thought that on an 8 inch would be absolutely fine. That's a nice size. So I'm going to give it a go. Now, as you know, I've got my other machine out as well, so I can do the zigzag to fix it on, or the buttonhole stitch, whatever I decide to do. And yeah, so I am going to try and do this. So there's all the fabrics. Because it's going to have a block, pumpkin, and like that. I don't know how big it's going to be. I haven't got a clue. I'm just going with it. And so I'm going to use this, and yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I really am going to give it a go. Also, I did because her autumn stuff has decided to hit the UK as well. I missed out on the binder. I would have got a binder. I have put on the waiting list of So Hot. Hopefully they'll get in contact with me when they're back in stock. And but I did get her 3 pencils, mechanical pencils, and I tell you what, they're brilliant quality. They really are. And you also get a little packet of lead as well. But look at those colours on that. I have this one downstairs with my crochet in my project bag, and these 2 upstairs. In my notions pouch, sorry. So then when you're drawing your round your stencils to do your sewing and so on, you've got you know, your lead is the same all the way. So I'm really happy with those. So yes, so this is, once I get the bags and all that done, and then I'm going to take a couple of days off of just doing this quilt. I'm going to start this quilt, and I'm so excited to do it. I really am. So fingers crossed it will work. I obviously will show you what happens. If it's going to be a happy one or if it isn't, we will see how it goes. All right then, okay, now here comes the splurge. And oh gosh, this took some looking around to get, I tell you, because most places, I will say, and I'd say 90% of shops or quilting related shops, online or, you know, physical, in the UK have waiting lists for one of these until November. But I kept researching, and I found a cowslip workshop in Cornwall. They had 4 of these left. Well, as far as I know, now I know they've got 3 because I brought one. And yeah, so they might have less, they might you know, but honestly their service was absolutely amazing. It arrived so quickly, and I mean quickly. I am just so happy. I haven't even plugged it in yet to let you know if it works. Well, I'm assuming it works. So for when I do this new quilt, it's going to be absolutely ideal. And when I do bits with the Liberty quilt, that is going to be so helpful. Because as you know, I've got my big, which is my big black iron there, because my other one broke, didn't it? For, you know, obviously the shop work. And I thought, well, I need a smaller one for my patchwork and stuff. And this is so cute. I got the Oliso, I think that's how you say it, tula pink one. It's got a light at the front. It comes with a heat mat. The plate on it looks absolutely beautiful. It really, really does. But the idea of it is, which I won't do anyway, because I just leave it on my pressing mat that I use for my patchwork, is you can hang it up, because it holds like that. But look at that, it's got fish on it. But yeah, the steam goes in the top. I don't use steam with patchwork anyway. So, and that's obviously your spray button either side as well. So yeah, I'm so looking forward to playing with this. So I will get it plugged in somewhere. But yeah, so if anybody in the UK is actually after one of these, try cowslip workshops. I did it online, and they did have, they had 4, I brought 1. And apparently someone messaged me saying that Create and Craft online, they're showing them last week, so I don't know if they've got any left. But anywhere else, that was a waiting list till November. And I thought, oh dear, it's just so, I tell you what's a hefty. It's not lightweight, I wouldn't say, but it's not too heavy either. But it's just nice to be able to grab hold of and just sew. And it's small, where you could get round the little edges and so on, and get in between your seams. Because look at the point on that. Honestly, I just can't wait just to plug her in and work her, really. But I just haven't had time and got round to it yet. So I will. So, yes, so that's it really for this week. As I say, we do have What Have You Been Up To Wednesday. We have those. You know, some lovely ones come through as always. And, yeah, Glenn has got this week off, which is lovely. So we're spending some time together with our little baby boy Elmo, who's asleep on the freezer. Because Dad took a photograph of him this morning. And I got a photograph of him, because when we sit, I have on my chair and Glenn's on the settee, and we sat there having a cup of tea and that this morning, and there he was lying all on his toys in the middle of the room in between us. As you see. So yeah, he has to be in the centre of attention all the time. Bless his little heart. So, but I'll definitely keep you informed on what I think of the iron when I do manage to get round to actually plugging it in and working it. And yeah, so I am gonna disappear now, so I will be back on Wednesday. And yeah, if not, I will be back at the end of the week. Well, I will be back on Wednesday, but I will also be back at the end of the week with the pumpkin loaf from scratch. So excited to try this. I really am. The colour of that pumpkin inside, oh, beautiful. The seeds, we couldn't believe the seeds. And Glenn has managed to find the name of the pumpkin and everything for me. So yeah, that will be a video just on the pumpkin loaf from picking it in the garden. Can't get much fresher than that. Picking it in the garden and preparing it, baking it, so on. Good fun, good fun. Okay then, right, so I am going to disappear. So coming up, we'll have the catwalk. So I will be back on Wednesday. So as always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye. Okay then, so this is the Little Workroom Craft catwalk. This is me showing my finished, my finished crochet granny go round cardigan. Here I am waddling up and down the bedroom. This is made in a what's it called, Homebargains DK yarn, and I loved making it. So yes, it is such a lovely cardigan, and this is Elmo catching the sun in the bathroom. Bye.